So how about them Warriors, man? 3-game losing streak, losing our last three. We get some pretty elite teams. We lost to the Nuggets on Christmas Day, past Monday, and we lost to the Heat 3 days ago. And last night we lost to the Mavericks. Say so we lost to the Mavericks by 10. We lost to the Heat by 12, and we lost to the Nuggets by 6. Not bad. I mean, we could have arguably got beaten worse, but I'm gonna just start from the Nuggets game. My takeaways from that game. I know I'm a little late, practically a week late, but I said I love what I've seen from Wiggs being more aggressive, you know, uh, being more assertive, being aggressive, getting down here, more and posting guys up. And I said we definitely should run more sets with him, which I feel like we should. That game, I think he finished like 20 points. He came off the bench. Craziest thing, I didn't even know Brad was playing. I swear, like I seen him go to the scores tape, and I was like, damn, Wiggins. He, I didn't know he was available, but he was. And he came in. His impact was felt. He was our best player that game, honestly. Steph and Klay, that was pretty much struggling the whole game. And the rookie Brandon Pajemski, I said, man, he's a true gamer. The switch arm and nice. Switch arm and knife does whatever it takes to make an impact. He was all over the place, wrecking heavy. And I think he finished the game with a career high, like 5 steals or something like that. But his impact was felt for sure. And I said Kaminga bully ball was something we can run with because he posted Jamal Murray up a few times and he had success with it. And I think the week before that, played the Celtics, he posted up Derek White and he had success with it. So when they put guards on Kaminga, I feel like he has an advantage. He's 6'7", about 230, I think. And so yeah, we put guards on him. He should definitely win that matchup for sure. But I'd like to see more of that moving forward. And I gave a shout out to CP3. I said what a leader he was that game, having that second unit together. He was mic'd up. You could just hear his leadership being and hear it and see it being displayed on both ends. So shout out to him. And Dario Saric, solid as usual, and give him enough praise. He's gonna always make an impact for the most part when he's in. In that game, Trace Jackson Dave, he had his rookie moments for sure, but once again, he still provided vertical spacing as well needed for this team. So yeah, and I said definitely expected Steph and Klay to be better, but hey, we move. Suck to see this 5-game win should come to an end, but we'll be fine. Since then, we lost our last 2 games against the Miami Heat, which was against the Miami Heat and the Dallas Mavericks last night. So, that game against the Nuggets, it was a good one. I'd say terrible officiating, in my opinion. Jokic was basically just flopping for the most part in that game. But hey, can't hate the player, hate the game. The ref was terrible with those calls. I mean, I don't have a problem with them, warning guys with the flopping or whatnot. But KCP was fouling the heck out of Steph the whole game, and he didn't get no reward for it. I just like for them to match energy on both ends. Like, don't be showing favoritism, even though we went to their arena. So, just call the whistle straight down the line. No favoritism, but yeah. And against the Heat, man, lost by 12. And mind you, no Josh Richardson, no Kyle Lowry, no Jimmy Butler, and no Caleb Martin. And they beat us by 12. Their role players to me was really the main success for them. Like Tyler Hero finished the game with 26 points, 7 rebounds. Bam had 17 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists. You know what you're going to get from them guys, but it was Hammy Jaquez Jr., the rookie they drafted. He had 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. And Jamal Cain, one of those guys they undrafted, found him. He had 18 points and 6 rebounds. So those guys' impact was felt for sure. And for us, we just was struggling that game, more so specifically from 3-point range. We shot 8 of 33, which is terrible. That's 24%. And the turnovers was crazy, man. We were just turning the ball over. We didn't necessarily turn over a lot, but we still finished the game with 13. Jonathan Kaminga, I think he had like 5 turnovers in one quarter. So I said it was kind of crazy, and he had just came out after that game against the Nuggets. He came out and said he gonna be real. Nobody's guarding him with the ball in his hands, and I respect the confidence. You know, you should have that mentality that nobody can guard you. But he didn't have his best game um, when he made those comments the next game. He finished the game with 10 points, 5 rebounds, and overall finished the game with 6 turnovers and was a negative 26 from the field. So that was terrible, which was him and Klay matched up for that. So, which is terrible, by the way. But yeah, honestly, with that Heat team, I respect them guys. They got a lot of guys who get it out the mud. So, like, clearly it was frustrating to lose that game because they was without some key guys, more so Jimmy Butler than anything. They still put out the win. We struggled. So we deserve to lose that game, man. You know, can't go up against a team like the Heat and take those guys for granted for sure. But yeah, that was really all I took away from that game. Didn't necessarily have anything too crazy to say. But moving on to this Dallas game, which was last night, they beat us by 10 points. And man, Luka Doncic, man, that guy, once he gets it rolling, it's just hard to stop a guy like him. He finished the game with 39 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists, and 5 made 3-pointers. And he was just serving us all night, which we deserve to, because like with Steve Kerr, I don't know what the game plan was to be exact. I had made a tweet, I think during midway in the second quarter, and I was like, well, so I guess the game plan is just to let Luka get off. Cool. Because that's the impression I was getting with Luka, just simply switching, which is crazy because that's what Luka wants. He wants the big to switch on to him. And man, was he serving when it was Looney, Dario, and the rookie Trace, he was giving those guys problems. But yeah, we just played to his advantage. Like, I don't see why we just didn't blitz him every time the screen came or just double him. But instead, we just switched it. You know, I didn't really see too many guys trying to fight over the screen like Wiggins, Kaminga, or GP2. They just were letting the switch happen, which I don't know what the game plan was. But if there was a game plan for Kerr just to let him get off and make everybody else beat us, I wouldn't do that. I'll make everybody else beat us and try to contain Luka as much as I can. But yeah, his role players were huge, man. Derek Lively, 12 points, 14 rebounds. Dante Exum, 19 points, 5 assists, and 3 of 5 on 3-pointers. Grant Williams, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 2 made threes. Tim Hardaway Jr. off the bench, 16.6 rebounds, 5 assists, and Josh Green with 18 points and 3 made 3-pointers. So his role players was huge for him. They contributed in more ways than our role players did for the most part, I'd say. But yeah, they earned this win, no doubt about it. I mean, Klay, he struggled. He shot 1 of 11 from the field and 1 of 6 on 3-pointers. Yeah, Steph struggled in the first half, but he started to pick it up in the second half. Overall, he finished the game with 25 points, 7 assists, and 6 threes made. So yeah, he started to pick it up in the second half for sure. But it wasn't enough for us to win. Even CP3 had a season high with 24 points and with 6 made threes. So yeah, it just wasn't enough to win overall. But yeah, these past 3 games, man, Klay been struggling. I don't know what it's going to take for him to get back in that mode because when he was on that 5-game streak, he was huge for us. I think he was averaging like 25 points on nice shooting splits. So yeah, we just need to try to get him back in that mode of whatever it takes for him to be successful for us. But him going 1 of 11 and 1 of 6 ain't gonna help us win no games, man. And I know it's a lot on Klay mind because this is contract year and him being benched and things like that. But hey, man, it's tough. But yeah, hopefully we can try to get some momentum against the Magic. We played them Tuesday. They've been great all year. Been giving them all the praise that they earn. Those young guys that get after it. They're well coached and they play for one another. So it's definitely going to be a tough task at hand, but we'll see what we can do, man. GP2 back, so tough decision to be made as far as guys being played or whatnot. So we'll see what Kurt go with. But yeah, enough with these Warriors, man. Let's talk about the first domino to fall with the Knicks and the Raptors trade, man. So the Knicks traded RJ Barrett and Emmanuel quickly for OG Anunoby, and they also included Malachi Flynn, if I'm saying his name right, and Precious Achua to the Knicks. And I think somehow the Pistons end up getting a pick out of this deal or something like that. But yeah, the first domino to fall, clearly the James Harden trade was the first trade, but that was more so of a, him wanting out. This was like a first trade. I don't know if none of these guys necessarily wanted out of their franchise that they was previously with, but yeah, first domino to fall. So I'm going to grade each team. The Raptors, I'm going to give them an A plus. Actually, I say they won this trade more so from the standpoint of yeah, you get RJ Barry, but it's quickly that at the A plus team, he's been phenomenal this season, coming off the bench for the Knicks, providing that offensive spark that was well needed for them. With RJ, man, you get you know, the number 3rd pick in the 2019 draft. He has potential to be an all star in this league, all NBA, all defense team. Just gotta unlock it out of him. But he definitely can achieve those things in his league. Um, when you talk about two-way guys, as far as guys getting after it on the defensive end and being able to provide offense, he's a top two-way wing in this league, I say. You know, so yeah, them getting them two should definitely help. I expect more trades to be done. I expect them to move Pascal Siakam. So just to go into a full rebuild mode at this point. So yeah, but the next I give them like a B minus. Like don't get me wrong, they got OG Anunoby, who's an excellent defender. He can provide scoring, give you around 14, 15 points a night, and he's an elite defender in this league. So he can guard ball for them better than RJ. I say that, but I just feel like RJ has the better upside. You know, but obviously they see something in OG that they didn't see in RJ. So yeah, but and they also got Precious Achua. I like him, like his game, high energy guy. You get a lot of offensive rebounds for your team, and be a loud threat and even on certain occasions shoot the ball. So yeah, and Malachi Flynn, solid point guard. So yeah, overall I give him a B minus. Not a bad trade for him, I guess. But what just honestly tell me about the Knicks though is that they wasn't willing to pay Emmanuel quickly because he was up for a contract extension this past offseason. They didn't give it to him. And maybe they felt like they couldn't afford him in the offseason, so they just dealt him where they could. So, yeah, they do have a lot of guys on payroll. I mean, you got Josh Hart. I think he's making around $12 million. And then they signed Dante DiVincenzo this past offseason. I think he make like $11 million a year. So, yeah, they definitely have their hands tied when it's come down to money. So, maybe they feel like they couldn't afford him or they didn't want to move any of those guys just listed, to try to keep him. So, yeah. The Knicks been playing good, though, man. I didn't expect this trade, I ain't gonna lie. But we'll see. He's definitely the first trades of many more to come for sure. I expect the Fremont trades to go down before the trade deadline, which is, I think, February the 8th. So, yeah. First domino to fall, man, with the Raptors and the Knicks trade. Can't wait to see other teams getting after it, man. But that's pretty much it. This episode just had to tap in with the Warriors and back on that losing streak, back with the struggling. So hopefully we figure that out and get my opinion on the Knicks and the Raptors trade. But as always, like the video, comment something positive, subscribe if you haven't already. And with that being said, we out. Peace.